All right, Chicago Bear fans. Bears coach Matt Nagy returns to play calling. Let's celebrate, right? Let's get hyped. Let's get excited for this. So, Matt Nagy, who knows he will be fired after this year, he's going to do it his way. He's going to call the plays, and when he gets fired, he'll get fired going down holding his play calling sheet. Good for him. Ryan Pace will be fired with him also. So it's going to be a double firing. It should be a triple firing, but Ted Phillips will keep his job because Ted Phillips has sensitive pictures of some individuals. And hey, it's called blackmail. They can't fire Ted Phillips because he has sensitive pictures that, if they were revealed to the public, would be very embarrassing. So Ted Phillips is going to keep his job. Ryan Pace, Matt Nagy, they're going to lose their job. Now, for a moment, let's be positive. Let's be hopeful. Let's be cheerful. Matt Nagy is going to call the plays, and Andy Dalton is going to understand the plays because he has a better mind than Mitch Trubisky. And because of the play calling of Matt Nagy, who for the first time will have a quarterback that can understand his play calling, Andy Dalton will have a fantastic year. Allen Robinson, Darrow Mooney, even Anthony Miller and Cole Kmet, they will all play spectacular this year thanks to the wonderful play calling of Matt Nagy and the wonderful quarterback play and execution of Andy Dalton. With all that said, the Chicago Bears, even though they have a very, very difficult schedule, especially on the road, they'll win more games than they lose. They'll make the playoffs with a real chance to win the Super Bowl. Now that's me being positive and hopeful and cheerful. I'm actually smiling while saying this. Now, let's look at this through the view of reality. What's really going to happen? The truth is, I want a camera dedicated to Matt Nagy's face. I want to see Matt Nagy cry tears. I want to see the disgust in his face. I want to see hope snatched from him. And I want to see a man who was completely hopeless. I want to see his call sheet soaked in his tears because the reality is this: Andy Dalton sucks. Andy Dalton sucked when he was with the Bengals. He sucked when he was with Dallas. And he sucks with the Chicago Bears. There is no world where Matt Nagy's play calling is going to turn Andy Dalton into a good quarterback. It is impossible. Andy Dalton sucks. I did a video showing you Andy Dalton's highlight tape that the Chicago Bear YouTube channel made. And I suggested they were trolling. In the highlight tape, his best so called best throws were lame duck throws that a receiver made a amazing play on. That was his highlights. Andy Dalton sucks. So there are no plays Matt Nagy can call that Andy Dalton will be able to execute. I don't care how good Allen Robinson is. I don't care how good Darrell Mooney could be. I don't care what Anthony Miller could be. I don't care how good Cole Kmet could be. The reality is Andy Dalton is the quarterback. Ryan Pace is unable to sleep at night, knowing he could have had Patrick Mahomes or Deshaun Watson. He could have had Mitch Trubisky, but now he has Andy Dalton. This is a nightmare for Chicago Bear fans. Having Andy Dalton as your starting quarterback, can you imagine the horror? Imagine going somewhere and having someone ask you, Who's your starting quarterback for the Bears this year? And you have to tell them it's Andy Dalton. Think about how bad that's going to feel. That's embarrassing. This is going to be a train wreck. But I want a camera on Matt Nagy's face. I want to see his tears. I want to see him just throw his call sheet down to the ground and pull down his pants and poop on it. That's what I want to see. And you know what, Matt Nagy? When you have this nightmare of a season, I don't want to hear you say how you're going to watch film. Instead of that, I want to hear you say, I don't have to watch film. I know my quarterback sucks because my GM sucks. Andy Dalton is not fit to be our quarterback. I want to hear you say that. And I don't want to hear you say, even though we're on a 5 game losing streak, we're really close to each other and we're going to fight through it. No, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear you say, we give up as a team. The coaches are giving up. The players have given up. This season is an absolute wash. Everyone wants to leave. So F this all. That's what I want to hear and see. And Ryan Pace, I know you like to hide, but I want you to come out and do a little press conference. I want you to say that you have been unable to sleep since the draft where you took Mitch Trubisky over Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, and that it haunts you to this day, and that you know you're going to be fired after this year. And not only do you know it, but you know you deserve it. And then I want you to tell everyone that when you get fired from the Chicago Bears, you're going to apply to Walmart and become a greeter. And we're going to go to Walmart. We're going to see you standing there with your mask on, counting the number of people coming in and out. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to see. Matt Nagy, he's going to have sleepless nights. His wife is going to wake up hearing him say to himself, if I only had a quarterback. If I only had a quarterback. If I only had a quarterback. Well, you don't have a quarterback. You've got Andy Dalton, one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL, and he's our quarterback. Chicago Bear fans, we can't make this stuff up. Glenn, Mike Glennon, Andy Dalton, Mitch Trubisky, Jay Cutler. Oh my gosh. Why can't we have a quarterback? Why can't we have one? Just one. Just one Hall of Famer. Why can't we have it? Why? Someone tell me why. But anyway, that's all I got to say about this. Matt Nagy's calling plays because he's not going to get fired while another man calls his plays. He's going to get fired holding on to that call sheet close to his body. And I'm telling you guys, this season's going to end with Matt Nagy butt naked in the shower crying. And Ryan Pace is going to come in there with a bottle of wine and he's going to get naked and he's going to cry. And they're going to sit Indian style on the floor and share a glass of wine. And they're both going to cry. And then Andy Dalton's going to come in with a bag of Cheetos and ask if he can join in. That's the situation. That's what's going to happen. So, Chicago Bears fans, get ready for a terrible year filled with losses and hopelessness and anger. And understand we'll get a draft pick next year. We will not draft a quarterback that will come here and help. Instead, we'll draft somebody who is no good and will continue to suck. That's all I got to say.